my name is Brittany Knoll. I am the director here at Emmaus House in Garden City, Kansas. We are a homeless shelter, food pantry, and soup kitchen. In our homeless shelter, we have 29 beds between 2 men's dorms, a women's dorm, and 2 family rooms. We provide shelter for numerous occasions and situations that happen in the community. Medical bills could pile up, somebody finds out they have cancer, their house could catch fire. We have people who are traveling, trying to get from one place to another. There are situations that happen. And so we have all different kind of scenarios of people who come and stay here. Our soup kitchen provides hot meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner to house guests, and then lunch and dinner to anybody who would like to come through the door. We do it family style, sit down at the table, be able to conversate, get to know each other, enjoy a hot meal. And this is more for people who can't cook their food. They don't have the tools that they need, or they don't have the proper ways to store food, or are homeless by choice. And then we also have our food pantry, which provides food boxes on Wednesdays and Fridays, twice a day. So you can come and get a food box twice a week. That we try to provide between 8 and 12 meals, depending on what we receive in donations, to get families through the week, and they can cook and do whatever they want with that food. And we provide for about 160 families with that. We are a staff of 6 people that do this, and so volunteers are a huge part of our family that we are so appreciative of. And we get a lot of our donations through Feeding America, which is a partnership that we have with Kansas Food Bank. We pick up at Sam's, Walmart, Target, Dillon's. That's where a lot of our produce and our meat comes in. We are also the hub for the community pantry program through Tyson. So their distribution centers, when they have extra, send us truckloads of protein. That is just, it has been amazing to be a part of this program and be the hub of this program. So what we receive, we can not only use in our food pantry, but we can give to like Genesis when they do a food drive, and we can give to the different JAG programs with USD 363 and USD 457 for them to give out in their food distribution. So that has been a wonderful partnership that we have cultivated here in the past year that has just blossomed, and has gotten Emmaus House out in the community a lot more, and gotten the youth into Emmaus House a lot more, which has been wonderful. So with COVID, we did shut down our volunteer process. It was a really hard hit to take, but being as we only have 6 staff members, we couldn't take the chance of having other volunteers in here. So we did it all ourselves, which was really rough. So alone, having the volunteers back has just proved to be a wonderful thing. We have been able to get youth groups in here and baseball teams in here, and the jobs after graduation clubs through the high schools in here, and getting that extra hand of help where we can provide more because we can do more. So that has been wonderful. We have been able to see a little bit of a decrease in our food boxes, which means that we are able to provide more food throughout those food boxes. In the heat of the shutdown, we were providing about 350 food boxes every single food box day. And now we're down to about 160. That's still up from what we were serving pre-COVID. We were at about 90 pre-COVID. So we're still up there post-COVID on our food box numbers, but we have still consistently seen the donations. Our community is so amazing. They always show up for Emmaus House. We are able, if there's something specific that we need, we're able to ask and always get it. So that's been a wonderful, just a wonderful thing to be a part of in this community and to witness. I said it last time, COVID really showed me 2 sides of Garden City, Kansas. It showed me the deep need of what we do, but it also showed me the neighbor aspect of who these people in this community are, in that they showed up, and when they would go to the grocery store, they'd buy a little extra and bring it here and make sure that we had everything that we needed to be able to provide for that extra increase. And it's still going and still happening. And so that's been a great thing, that people are still donating and thinking of us when they go grocery shopping. So that's been very nice. That's 160 families. So depending on the family size, it may be one person, it may be 11 people. So, we're averaging probably per day about a little over 3,000 meals that we're providing per day to these families. But it's smaller than it was. So we have seen that decrease, but, and that's what we're here for. I say all the time, if you need the help, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We do have an application process, but it is very, very rare that somebody doesn't meet that guideline that we have set to be able to give the food out. So every Wednesday and every Friday we do that. One of the main things that I've been doing since I've started here at Emmaus House is cultivating relationships with other nonprofits in our community. Being a part of the community pantry program with Tyson has really elevated that connection, because we're able to give and get type of deal, but we have, I would say, about 25 homeless by choice in our community. And the reason that you don't see them here in town, asking and begging on the corner, is because what I call this big network behind the scenes of different nonprofit organizations that they know they can go to if they need a sleeping bag, or if they need to take a shower, or if they need food, or if they if there's anything, that medical assistance, this or that, whatever they need, they know, okay, this is the organization I can go to for this. This is the organization I can go to for this. And so we've really been able to give them the assistance that they truly, truly need, because they are homeless by choice.
All right, Brittany, let's talk about upcoming events in November.
Well, right around the corner, we have our Thanksgiving holiday box. So, as we talked about with the food pantry program, we like on holidays to put a specific box together. When you sit down for Thanksgiving, you think about what you're eating at the dinner table. It's a whole different meal than what you provide on a Tuesday evening, So we try to make sure there's a whole ham or a whole turkey or a whole chicken in there. Your baked beans, your green beans, your corn, your stuffing, your mashed potatoes, your dessert, your canned fruit, different things like that. We try to make sure we have a whole list that we ask for, and we put every single item on that list in each box. We do our regular clientele that we provide for on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then we also deliver to a couple of the complexes in town that are geared towards physically disabled people, or mentally disabled people, or our elderly, all of which meet that poverty income guideline. So we put extras together on that, and so we'll end up probably serving about 250 to 300 holiday boxes on Thanksgiving. So
With all those goodies inside that box,
yes,
right?
Every single one of them.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes. And then after that, very, very shortly after that, on Giving Tuesday, the following Tuesday after Thanksgiving, so it's the 30th this year, we participate in what is called Match Day. This is a partnership with Western Kansas Community Foundation that has just been amazing over the past few years. There have been a couple years that we didn't think we were going to make it to January. We had enough in the bank to maybe pay the bills for 1 month. And this event, and it's always right there at the holidays, of course, that's how it hits everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But we have been able to do this, and it has saved us more than once. And what Match Day is it's a day that is just geared towards donations, monetary donations. So what you can do is we're actually having it at Hotspot this year. The prize pool is for $100,000. So when you go and you donate, your donation will actually go further than what it normally would. Say you're going to donate $50. So the reason it's called Match Day is because they will match that $50 donation in that like that fund that they have, that pool that they have put together. So instead of us receiving $50, we're receiving $100. And it's for donations between, I believe, $50 and $2,000 that can be matched. So it's really a way where you can give back to your community and it doubles. And we're not, I think last year there were 32 different nonprofit organizations a part of it. It's such a wonderful, wonderful event. Like I said, it has saved us more than one time. And that's on November 30th at Hotspot. It's also online. There's a way to donate online. You can come into Hotspot, learn about the different organizations involved, come and talk to me, learn about Emmaus House and what it is that we do, and make your donations. Or if you're busy, you can just go online and donate that way too. You can also mail in a check as long as it's dated for November 30th. It can also be used as that be matched in that pool. You can mail that to us and I'll make sure to get them over there on that day. So that's a super exciting, that's our biggest event of the year that it's so wonderful to be a part of. And thank you, Jesus, for Western Kansas Community Foundation for putting this on and the work that they put in there.
Is this the first time, Brittany?
No, they've been doing it since 2017.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and we've been involved in it as, I know for as long as I've been here, and I believe we've been involved in it since the very beginning. So, and it's such a wonderful thing to be a part of.
Is it growing more
Absolutely.
sponsors?
Yes, this is the biggest pool that we've had ever. I think last year we were only at like 70 or 75,000. So it's gone up another 25 grand at least to the match pool. So it's wonderful.
And it's all going for a good need.
Absolutely. It's all nonprofit organizations. No, so you could, I usually donate $100 a month to this nonprofit. Well, now you could pick two and they're still going to get their $100 and you can start donating to another one too. It's amazing. And like we talked about earlier, it's a network that handles all of this stuff in our community. So you can't go wrong with who you're donating to. Obviously,
No.
Please donate to Emmaus House, but you can't go wrong.
Yes.
It's a wonderful thing. And then after that, we will be having our Christmas holiday boxes. Same scenario. We just usually do a ham instead of a turkey. And you get all the extra fixings that people like and that special meal and provide to our food box clients as long as those other places that we take to. So it's getting into our busy season. We're super excited.
Talking about Christmas, how was it last year?
It was kind of rough because we didn't have our volunteers, and as I always say, that is our extended family. And then the house guests that we had here, we try to provide a Christmas. We put the tree up, we get, presents that come in that we give them and stuff, but it's just, with all of the protocols that you have to put in place with COVID, it makes it hard on people. Not to mention the mental just strain that COVID put on everybody. Alone, trying to go out and get work and the shutdown and everything else. So I'm super excited that this Christmas we get to be loud and proud and have everybody here and enjoy it. That's what the holiday spirit's about.
There you go. Singing along, right? Singing Christmas songs and caroling.
Absolutely. And one of my night staff, she loves Christmas. So she decorates the porch, she puts the tree up, she cooks the dinner. She really spoils our house guests when it comes to holidays. Same for Thanksgiving. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's something that you didn't do last year, but you'll be able to do it this year.
Yes. We still provided for those people in the shelter, and we still did our holiday boxes last year. We're just going to be able to have the extra help with the extra joy. There are so many different people in our community who truly, truly need help. And I promise you they have jobs. I promise you their kids are clean and go to school. You know, you think poverty and you automatically go to like dirty homelessness and stuff like that. And that's really not what poverty looks like. Unfortunately, especially with the shutdown and everything that happened, it put a lot of people in a lot of situations. Even medically, you know, nobody went to the doctor. So now they're going to the doctor and they're finding out horrible news. You day to day here, we have relationships with people who we make sure that we check up on, because we may be the only person who does. Like example, one of the homeless by choice people in town hasn't been seen for a couple days. We start to get a little worried. We know family members who usually don't, I mean, they care about them, but relationships have been burned, and so they don't really see or help them, you know. But they also know, okay, contact me once a week or contact me every so often. They talk to them, and so they know that they're safe, they're okay, they're alive. Different situations like, hey, we haven't heard from this person for this long. Have they come in to eat, or have they stopped by? Have you seen them? No, we haven't. So I will jump in my car, or one of our other staff members will jump in their car. We will start driving around the places that we know. I drive a big Jeep. A lot of them stay down in the riverbed because we don't have no water here. So I'll get in my Jeep, I'll go down there and climb around, seeing if we can find them in the different areas down there. Thankfully, to date, I have been able to find them. I have been able, you know, and make sure that they're safe and getting what they need. And even just on the other side of that, cultivating the relationships with our partners in the community and cultivating the relationships with the different volunteers in our community. You know, everybody goes through stuff. You know, you could have a volunteer who has been a part of the help for years, has done their fair share towards Emmaus House, and then all of a sudden something happens and they're the one who needs help. Having that relationship pre-existing helps them to ask for help, because sometimes, you know, there's too much pride.
Sure.
You don't want to ask for help. I've been there myself, you know, I'm not going to deny that. And so having those relationships with people just really, and it's not just me, you know, I may have a relationship with this person, but my house lead may have a relationship with this person, and the cook may have a relationship with this person, or my truck driver may have a relationship with this person. But between all of us, we're pretty good at blanketing our clientele and blanketing our volunteers with the compassion and love that as children of Christ you're supposed to show. So we're able to really be reachable, I guess you could say, in the manner of those situations. You know, we cook every single meal that is provided. So, you know, the mornings they are spent, ovens going, stoves going, food being prepared. Afternoons are usually spent a lot of cleaning. This is a very big house. It takes a lot to keep it neat and nice, which is how we like it. So doing that type of stuff, and then preparing for food boxes. It's, you know, it obviously is a process as well. We pick up every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So getting that food off of our truck and into our freezers, or, you know, into our pantry, it's all just a revolving door of people and work and relationships that truly is the backbone and the heart of what Emmaus House does, and gives us what we need to provide for our community, you know. And it's amazing to see the different clubs and the different people in all different walks of life get to participate in what it is that Emmaus House does and believe in our mission, you know. Just over and over again, I get to witness it, and it's beautiful.
You know, Brenda, you also have lodging for those who need some place to stay, right?
Yeah.
How many beds or?
So our shelter has 29 beds.
Okay.
Yes, between 2 men's dorms, 2 family rooms, and our women's dorm. So we're able to provide for a lot. in extreme situations, like last year, we had that huge freeze go through and the rolling blackouts. Obviously, there are trailer homes and stuff that can't hold heat. So when electricity goes off, it's gonna get cold fast. I work very closely with emergency management here in town in setting up scenarios. Those scenarios, we'll put cots in the living room here. We'll let them sleep on the couch, on the floors in the room, as long, no, they don't care as long as they're in a hot house,
Sure.
And then we have partnerships with different churches that we can set up as well with different cots and different stuff. I will say that Finney County has an amazing system in place for different situations like that, where we don't necessarily have to call on Red Cross, and they can help other counties around us, because between the churches and between us having such the capacity that we do, we're able to make sure that it's covered.
Brittany, how can they reach you?
So you guys are always welcome to stop by 802 North 5th Street in Garden City, Kansas. We have a beautiful big front porch and a beautiful dining room table that I do not mind sitting down and having a conversation with you, whether it be that you need help, whether it be that you want to volunteer and we need to kind of chit chat about the different areas that you can, so you're comfortable in what you're doing here. And then you can always call us too at 620-275-2008.
Good. Brittany, thank you
Yes, thank
for this
you.
interview.
Absolutely.